You can convert dart fullness to design lines, and when we do that, they're called princess seam lines. I like this example because it has the picture of the black and white dress with the pattern for the black and white dress right next to it. And I highlighted the section that's white with blue arrows, and you'll notice that the blue arrow goes from top to bottom of the white, and then it extends out where the extra flare is added in the skirt. And the black section I highlighted in pink, so the thought process overlaps those two, which gives you twice as much skirt volume. In this one, the purple arrow shows how the center front princess line goes down into the skirt and is one piece with the skirt, and then the side front bodice is separated from the skirt at the waist on the rest of them as well. But anywhere the darts were has been converted to a seam line. Same with the dresses. These don't have waistline seams though, so you have to combine the darts a little bit more carefully to create that look. Vintage patterns, extra flare, a coat with princess lines and a high-low hemline, another illustration of a princess dress, that has a center front princess line and a bodice back princess line, but it also has a waistline seam. This one is a lot more decorative in the front. You can be really creative with princess seams. The first gray dress is an example of a vintage pattern, and you can see that it's separated into 3 sections on each side of the front rather than just 2. And then that second dress, you can even see the seams from the inside of the back. This vintage one has a princess line seam on the center front that's a solid piece, and it controls the added fullness on the side piece. Anytime you have added fullness, there's a control piece that goes with it. Otherwise, it just becomes a blob. Decorative color cutouts. Another example of controlled fullness on the side. Princess seam released into pleats on the back of that coat. And then on the historical pattern, you can see how the front of the coat is all one piece with a big dart down the middle, but it's a princess style dart. And then at the bottom, I've put colored arrows so that you can see that center back piece is the green one, and then the middle side back is red, and then the side back piece is blue. So they all overlap, and as you trace them off separately, it gives you a lot of additional fullness. So the thought process overlaps, but each piece is separate. Control pieces, seam line darts, added fullness. The center front princess line on the yellow one controls the added fullness on the side front that is also part of the center front at the top. And then on the pink one, you've got a princess line that disappears into a pocket, and then the side piece has a princess style dart that goes down into the pocket. This one, after it's been cut apart, has additional flare added to the skirt, and you can see on the left side how they've taken the side front bodice to waist piece and converted it into a smaller piece, and they've been really creative with the darting, but it still works. A more modern take on it, control pieces, added fullness. The front is separated into an empire top that's divided up into princess seams, and then the lower half is separate fitted princess seams, and then the back has long ones that go all the way from the top to the bottom. It looks like there's 5 across the back on that one, maybe 6. A raglan sleeve. And then if you're interested in the black and white one, you can look up Shingo Sato, Shingo Sato, and he does a lot of creative things like that. On this one I put a pink line. It's kind of wobbly, but it goes across the section on all 3 stages of what that piece turns out to look like. And it takes on that shape as the darts are closed and the pieces start to tilt. And we'll start doing a little bit more of that too. And if there are things that you want to see how they're done, just send me the picture and I'll add them to the next video. This is a very contoured princess line. You would probably consider the horizontal lines as yoke lines instead of princess. They're a really similar concept. Yokes tend to be horizontal, princess lines seem to be vertical, but they're all contouring a specific shape.